I'm your host, Big Trudette, and this is the Late Bloomers Podcast.
We're very preliminary in this investigation right now. There's a lot of things that we don't have answers to. What I can share with you was at 16:15 hours, we had officers in the area of 6385 Winchester, which is the Caroline Event Center. He was flagged down of a shooting of a male victim who was inside the vehicle. Officers pulled over to the scene. The victim was transported to the hospital, St. Francis Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. There was a second victim who also was transported to the hospital. He was subsequently airlifted to Regional 1, where he's in critical condition at this time. My condolences go out to the families on this incident. But we don't have, right now, we do have video that we're analyzing, but we don't have a clear suspect identified at this time. But we know that a weapon was used, a firearm was used in this incident.
Does that video show anything in terms of the car or vehicles that was in this area?
We're still analyzing our video, but we don't have a clear suspect identified.
Will you be releasing videos to the public?
We're working on trying to develop suspect information, and as we get information, we will release what we have as it comes forward.
Yeah, tell us whether this is relative to your dog, Big Jook, your guy.
This is preliminary, so we hadn't developed a connection to that at this time. We do feel like the individual that was shot was possibly targeted by the suspect.
You were hearing there was a pastor, some sort of funeral procession going on over here at the time?
Yes, these individuals, the two individuals that were shot, were attending a repast at this location.
Last question.
How many suspects did you say that there were?
I never said how many, but we know at least one shooter that we believe at this time that there may be more involved in this.
And has his family been notified?
We're in the process of notifying family and getting a clear identification on the victim.
All right. Whether one of the victims is your body's brother?
I can't confirm anything.
All right, thanks everybody.
Can you just spell your name one more time? Our mic wasn't on at the time.
I'm sorry.
Memphis. Where do we go from here? First of all, I want to say R.I.P. to Big Jook. Condolences to the family. The other guy that was shot, wish him the best. Big Jook, Yo Got It brothers, older brother, you know, who we rap about, who we done rapped about in numerous songs, lost his life today in the city of Memphis. You know, you got certain bloggers, certain websites going with the conspiracy theory. The Yo Got It sacrificed his brother. Big Jook was the fall guy. You know, I don't want to deal in speculation. I don't want to deal in like I know firsthand. Hey, I'm just giving my opinion. I feel as though shit, it's gonna get worse before it get better. You know, I've heard bloggers, I heard this one blog in particular, saying it's up to him to bring the city together. And man, I just don't feel like it's possible. You know, like, can't nobody make this shit better. You know what I'm saying? Whatever going on, you can't make it better. I'm not getting on here to taunt the dead or mock anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting on here to basically give a reaction, give some insight, and you know, leave it at that. Of course, we know what's an ongoing feud going on in Memphis between two factions. If you in the city of Memphis, you already know what's going on. It looks very similar to how, you know what I'm saying, Young Dolph lost his life. It was calculated. It was planned. It was scheduled. You know what I'm saying? They knew where he was going to be at. They got the drop. And shit, they executed. The crazy thing about it, I was going to buy me some bud. It was about 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And as soon as I walked in there, like, I could have been one of the first bloggers to report on this shit, but I liked it. Late bloomer. I like to hear what's going on first before I make a comment, because my shit based off more on integrity. I ain't on this motherfucker clout chasing and trying to bring harm my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. I'm not trying to do none of this shit. So everybody was in there throwing ideas around and opinions on what happened, speculations. A couple people, family members were at the funeral, and you know, I had heard that Yo Gotti and Angela was there, and you know what I'm saying, they had security. The family had security, and bruh stepped out by himself, and you know what I'm saying. Everybody was saying what they heard, and at that point, you know what I'm saying. The streets talk. So I'm in the trap. So the streets talk. So I'm like, damn, okay, why didn't he have a personal security guard? That's what I was thinking to myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we kind of went back and forth in the studio about, like, the family has security, but I'm like, if a nigga, you know what I'm saying, a boss himself, and when I move, you move. So if I'm going to Dr. Doe, you see me going to Dr. Doe, just because you my little man, you supposed to be on my ass. So that might have been the other guy that was shot. You know what I'm saying? So thinking to myself, okay, bringing it back up to speed, I'm thinking like, God damn, this only gonna make the city, it's gonna kick the tension up a notch. Like, in all my years, it's just me speculating, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? In all my years of staying in Memphis, even back when, man, the mob was beefing with Gotti, I don't really remember Gotti applying no pressure in the streets. You know, even though I got locked up, I don't remember Gotti, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was stepping behind Gotti. You know, you had the fam mob niggas back in the day who was out that way, and they were just, it was on GP, you know what I'm saying? They from North Memphis, got it from North Memphis. He rapped about him a few times, so, but I don't know of him just, you know what I'm saying, pressing that button on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? He don't got no track record in the city of pressing that button, you know what I'm saying? I don't know Gotti personally, but I stay in Memphis, and I've just never heard of, you know what I'm saying, him really making an example of a nigga. I ain't never really heard of nobody playing with him either, but I ain't never really heard of him making no example. Yeah. I've never really heard of him making no example of nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's a show and prove type of time. It's your big brother. I know a nigga ain't gonna respond how the streets want him to respond, you know what I'm saying, crash out. But I feel as though it's gonna get volatile out here because, like, shit, it's niggas with money. You know what I'm saying? It's millionaires. It's millionaires. If that is the case, it could, you know, I heard speculation. I listened to other podcasts, and it was about Bud. He owed for some Bud. He ran off with this, and you know what I'm saying? And it could be all type of, when you rocking in Memphis, it could be all type of street elements. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't want to really just speculate and act like I really know. But I do know that it ain't good for the streets of Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, a nigga gotta tighten up their circle, tighten up your surroundings, you know, because it's gonna be a lot of shit going on, in my opinion, behind the death of Big Jook. Behind the death of Big Jook is gonna be a lot of tension in the city, and you know what I'm saying? They gonna want answers. Just like if you take one of mine or somebody else, how they, you know how niggas feel, shit, we want answers. So I just feel like by him being a major presence in the city, especially for his side, it's gonna be people that want answers. And like I said, it was so similar to Paper Route Frank hit, far as just knowing, okay, they laid on him. It's basically what it was, and waited till the perfect opportunity. So, like I said, the city of Memphis, where do we go from here? You know what I'm saying? Where do we go from here? Here it is. It's January the 14th. And this how the year kick off. Is it karma? Or is it just an unfortunate situation? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not gonna dive too much off in what I think, or you know what I'm saying. I just want to briefly comment on it, give my opinion. Tell the streets, man, y'all gotta be safe out here, man. Please be safe. Watch your surroundings. And, you know, just try to maintain. Try to maintain. Stay positive. Let's stay positive. Move smooth. And man, protect yourself at all times, though. Never get too comfortable, man. When there's war going on in the city, like real shit, what I notice is, man, you could never get too comfortable. Getting too comfortable in this city can cost you your life. Slip of goals. Niggas used to say that shit all the time playing the dice. Slip of goals. Or did we say that rolling? Was it rolling the dice? I think that might have just been a life saying, slip of gold. You know what I'm saying? So I fucked it up. But you just say that all the time, man. Slip of goals. And when you fucking with the game of life, you really can't slip. You got to be on your P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? That's what I just take from the whole situation. Even going back to Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, Dolph was too major just to be comfortable. They're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much tension going on in the city right now that I don't have as much as them niggas. I don't have nearly, but I cherish my life. You see what I'm saying? So I try to move different. I try to move smooth. I try to stay out the way, like for real. Like, it's just what it is. I try to stay out the way. So I just want to know, Memphis, like, shit, what y'all think? What do you think is the reason? What do you think the response is gonna be? And where do we go? Where do the city go from here? Like, once again, I heard a blogger saying, was that enough? Was the death of Big Jook enough? Like, is the war just, do that mean it stopped and ceased? I mean, ask yourself that question. Like, I don't feel as though that puts an end to what if that was based off of the ongoing feuds between these two factions, then I can't see how that would dead the war. You know what I'm saying? If anything, that would only throw a whole lot of gas on the flame. I just want to say once again, Memphis, be safe, move smart, man, tell your people in your life, the important ones, that you love them. And man, just trust in God more. Trust in God. And man, y'all stop paying attention to these bullshit ass bloggers out here who say that they ain't for confusion and they really just for clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really just for clout. I'm gonna touch on that shit on another episode though. I'm your host, Big True That, and this is the Late Bloomer Podcast, man.